The way you do anything is the way you do everything. If you This is a webinar. Today we are working upon financial habits. We've been doing this webinar for almost like 53 episodes. This is one of the episodes shared with you on financial habits. I hope it makes a lot of sense and value to each and every one of you, as this whole tribe has been getting benefited week on week, every Tuesday between 9 to 9:20. Every Tuesday between 9 to 9:20. I want you to be active, super active, listen well, make notes if you want to, and start following each habits, right? Every week we're going to speak about one habit, which is the best of the people practice in their day-to-day life, best rich people practice by naturally as they live their life. I want each and every one of you to follow Facebook friends, webinar friends, right? So let us begin this. Friends, today the whole idea behind keeping this webinar is for me to reach out these information to more and most people. If I'm adding value to many people, people are going to start adding up. I'm so happy that 4,000 people which we were able to add up over last few months is phenomenally great, thanks to NSFS team. And friends, being in this industry, I've been a multi-award winner in different categories of investment market, financial market. We are a huge team of 21 people who are working in this organization, planning for more than 500 plus families. However, friends, let's begin this. The whole idea behind this webinar, which we have started way back in December 2017, was to share the wealth secret to more and most people out there. Wealth secret. So we shared 20 wealth secrets. How many? 20 wealth secrets. And 20 wealth secrets were structured, and where the inputs which we gave were those secrets which most rich people were using to create their wealth. I'm sorry for people who missed out all of that, but nevertheless, I'm going to share all these wealth secrets again through probably in the form of book. My organization has helped me a lot to finish my book, so I will be soon publishing my book. I have met my publisher a week before and have announced that on my Facebook as well. So our book is almost completed. Now we're doing the final proofing. Probably within less than 4 to 5 months, we should be in a position to come out with our book. Looking forward to share to all of you who are part of my tribe, who comes on regular basis, most and more of you, right? Anyway, friends, now coming back to the journey of today's financial habit. Financial habits. What are these financial habits we are talking about? Do you agree that if we don't have the right financial habits surrounded with us, it's very difficult. It's in fact very, very difficult for us to create wealth, for us to manage our own money, for us to live a life of comfort with good cash flow, live a life of comfort with good net worth, live a life of comfort to be debt free. It's you and me who are going to work upon this. You and me. What is my role to you? My role to you is to share with you in terms of what are these habits we are talking about and how can you nurture these habits. Do you all agree that many a times what we do because we have a certain condition of mind. We have conditioned our mind to certain way of behavior. Let's pull out a certain example. We are sometimes very okay to pay the waiter 20 or 30 rupees post food. But sometimes we are not even okay to pay the man who's standing as a gatekeeper to even give him the 10 bucks. And we just pass on that place. So it's not that you don't have an intention to give the gatekeeper. It is just that you've conditioned your mind over so many years and months to pay the waiter the money, but not the gatekeeper, right? Now, this is what we are talking about, financial habits. I want to share with you how and you can condition few activities, few habits which can create financial impact, a very powerful impact for you and your business and your family. And allow me to share that with you. The last financial habit of the last previous weekend webinar, we shared about making the entry. I hope people who were participating in the last webinar remember this. You need to make an entry of each transaction you make, and I've explained to you in detail how, what, and how it is going to be benefiting to each and every one of you. What is this another habit which we can add apart from these previous habits which we have spoken? One more habit would be an habit of ensuring that you collect your invoices, your bills. Now, let me share one important part with you. How many of you agree that when you want to exchange your goods, when you want to take the guarantee and the warranty of the goods, when your goods are in challenge and you need to go back to the storekeeper, the immediate thing which they ask is, where is the bill? Do you all agree with that, right? So bill becomes very significant for that. So some people have the certain habit of keeping these invoices and bill so that they can share with their storekeepers when they wanted to claim, refund, exchange, or take the guarantee, so on and so forth. But how many of you also agree that your chartered accountants ask you many a times, please give me the related bills, related invoices, related activity copies, so that it's helping me to put things in order as per the law of the land. But forget the law of the land. Don't you understand? Don't you agree that it's so important for us to have a complete absolute track on all our investments, all our expenses, all our decisions which we are making? It's your duty, friends. It's your duty, friends, to ensure that you carry these papers with you, these invoices, this bill with you. So you hope you agree with this, that your chartered accountant asks and you need to keep these records. How many of you also agree with this, that many a times once you have certain records with you for your business and family, it helps you to analyze things. Now many people take it so lightly. So do you give money for charity? And do you take a receipt of the charity which you have made, a receipt of that? If you're not taking the receipt, your auditor is going to ask you. If you're not going to take a receipt, the person to whom you're going to charity may misuse your investment, misuse your donation, right? You need to also take these receipts. So it's a kind of financial habits. Most successful people out there in the market have this habit absolutely clear in their mind. I need the receipt, I need the invoice copy, I need the bill. In fact, I need everything pertaining to this whole transaction. This is the habit of most rich and successful people. Are you holding this habit? It's so basic, it may sound basic. Yeah, I know it, come on. Friends, we may know a lot of things. How disciplinedly and how structurally are we building this again and again and again? You would have done something very good in the past. Are you continuing to do it good right now? Again, can you file it in such a way, and can you discriminate things in such a way? You know, how many of you have a file with your wife on all the expense she makes, and she can file it on that piece of file which is the home file of expenses, so on and so forth, right? They go, they buy things, they have some guarantees, warranties on items, you know, so on and so forth. But how many family do keep this file which I'm talking about? Now you may say, Nikhil, this is too much for a family. It's your choice. It's not about being too much about it. You have to understand your children are watching you. Your son and daughters are watching you. You're creating a certain habit which can help them and their life to follow, because they follow the parents, right? They may be successful drawing good salaries, creating good business income, but are they building those habits which you have built with great difficulties over a period of year, learning from the best practices? Can you display that at your house? Can you display that at your organization? Can you display it in your own personal life? Today we are in the world of technology, right? Why don't you take a picture of your invoice and bill? Why don't you tell them to email it to you? Why don't you put it date-wise? Why don't you keep records? Because your children's, your business employees should know that data keeping is by default. There's no negotiation on data keeping. It's your choice what you want to keep at the end. But start accumulating each bills, each invoices, each receipts, each guarantee cards, date-wise, and structure it. In fact, I would say to many of you who are following this, please, please, please have a file which is guarantee and warranty file. I know many people who don't even go back and take claims. There they buy a briefcase and the wheel is not working, and they don't even go back because they don't find warranty and they're not aligned to it. When you have a warranty and guarantee file, your character will say, go for it. Ask the storekeeper, you gave a 5 years lifetime warranty, blah, 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 why it is not working? Your shoes, your watches, your pens, your computers, so on and so forth. Your washing machines, what not, you were continuously buying. We all are absolutely successful in making expenditure decisions awesomely well, but we are sometimes not awesome in making our investment decisions. Do you agree that? Our saving habits, do you agree that? You see, look at this habit. We are so good to spend daily, so good. Today we spend so much, today this tea expenses, this snack expenses, this traveling expenses. Are we doing daily savings? When you can spend daily, you can save daily. Do you agree with this? When you can spend daily, you can save daily, right? Why are we not doing it? Certain kind of habit is not in place. I want each and every one of you who are following this, please remember and understand. Why don't you keep, people who have been following on my webinar over a period of last 6-7 months, they know this word, matching grant. A lot of people who are new to me at the moment, matching grant is a very good practice. People do matching grants for charity work. People do matching grants for so many different things. Let us do this way. The amount of expenditure I will make would be the equal amount of saving or investment I will make right now successfully. It's about habit again. You may say, hey Nikhil, I'm investing much beyond that. It's not about that. I'm talking about financial habits. Successful people have such habits. They have a structure in place even for spending. They have structure in place even for saving. They have structure in place even for investment. Are you doing that? Money makes money, we all know, but are we creating a system and process and structure to ensure that each and every one of you is actually creating wealth? I want you to follow this matching grant practice which we just spoke. This habit of collecting your invoice, your receipt, your guarantee cards, and this habit of having a file in your house, in your office, and for your personal records, or this habit of taking pictures of all these things are so important, so crucial, and it's going to be a big great comfort while you file your returns. It's going to be a great comfort while you refer back for analyzation. It is going to be a great comfort for you to discriminate between the type of expenses you made. It's going to be a great comfort for you to go back to those storekeepers and say, hey, I have the records, you better do what I say right now. Friends, being successful is the easiest thing. All that is required is building right habits around it. We all are successful by our own capacity and means in our day-to-day life. But that doesn't mean that you're using the best practices of the most successful and rich people. If you think that people behind you, your children, your friends, your other people, your guardians are watching you and seeing your success, isn't it your duty and responsibility to raise the benchmark so that they all truly focus and learn from you live? We as a country, we as an individual, we are so good in terms of having monetary planning, having tab on our expenses and income. The new youth and generations are losing on that. Can you help them off? And to all those youth who are following me, can you understand this? These are some good habits. You may think, why do I need to keep even this 40 rupees token of my expenses? Just try to do it and understand how is it helping you in your psychology. HARV EKER, a leading coach and trainer of this country, of this world, says the way you do anything is the way you do everything. If you are going to do something in this particular way, you will be doing everything in that way. If you have a habit of keeping your shoes here and there at the entrance of your house or office, that is the same habit you will be having in the way you're going to keep your files, your books in your wardrobe, the stuffs and here and there. Because the way we do anything is the way we do everything. Can you and me decide today that we are going to change the way we do anything? And that's going to come through practice. Do you agree? Only through practice you can overcome this particular way of doing anything. Friends, I'm Nikhil Singhi, financial coach from India, practicing financial coaching and business coaching for 15 years today with more than 500 plus families and business owners as our client across the country. Truly, truly thank you for the time which you have invested for yourself. The fact that you all are following this webinar and this Facebook Live just shows that the kind of respect you keep, the love you keep for me, and also it shows the kind of disciplined person you are to actually think about your financial habits and your financial practices. I look forward to see you again and again in every webinar every Tuesday evening between 9 to 9:20. I commit to you, we have been doing this for last 7 months. I commit to you that I will be continuing to do this for another 6 more months as we build the tribe of 1 lakh people following us Tuesday evenings. I'm looking forward to see you again, each and every one of you. You can go to my Facebook financial coach page, which is a net worth planning page. You can like it so that it's so easy for you to follow the activities. Thank you so much for spending your valuable time today. I'm going to see you again next Tuesday with great excitement, and I'm going to cover the third financial habit. What financial habit? The third financial habit which you need to store in your mind. The third financial habit. We are going to speak on multiple financial habits week on week on week. I'm telling these are extremely powerful. Thank you so much. I'm Nikhil Singhi, your financial coach from India. Thank you.